What's good, everybody? Welcome to my third video on the channel. As you can see, it is a nice early sunny morning out here in Tinker Air Force Base. This video, I'm gonna be going over what is the development training flight. So for those who aren't familiar with the Air Force Reserve recruiting process, once you have sworn in into the Air Force Reserve, depending on when you leave out for boot camp, you'll start doing your 1 week in a month. Unit you'll be assigned to, but you'll be with the wing you're associated with their development training flight. The development training flight is a program that helps brand new airmen get prepared for basic training. And what I mean by that is giving them all the tools they're going to need to know when it comes to arriving at boot camp, as far as the Airman's Creed, the Air Force song, marching, getting used to a military structure, letting those guys get acclimated from the civilian life to the citizen airman life. As well, it's a paid drill weekend. You have all your military benefits as a reservist, except your educational benefits, which you won't be able to use until after you complete basic training in your technical training school. So what happens during that drill weekend while you're with the development training flight? You'll be assigned to a development training flight coordinator. So out here at Tinker, ours would be Tech Sergeant Hibner. Every reserve wing has a development training flight. And so there is a schedule set in place that they're going to follow as far as to make sure that everything is good to go. So if you just enlisted into the reserve, she's going to give you, or the development training flight coordinator is going to give you that time to go complete your finance paperwork. If your contract was messed up as far as you did an initial on the proper spot or anything like that, all that will be handled, so you will not have any issues when it does get time for you to go to basic training. And then as well, your pay is situated and all of your other paperwork is good to go. Then what will happen is when it's that time for you to leave for basic training, your development training flight coordinator will basically out-process you from your assigned wing, and then they will give you your package, everything you're going to need for boot camp. And then they'll transport you to the actual airport based off where you live at. So that way you can get with your family, say your goodbyes, and then you're off to basic training. And then once you've complete basic training, your technical training school, when you come back into station on your next drill weekend, you will be reporting to your actual unit, i.e. cop, cyber, personnel. It all varies. So that's the development training flight. Today, I'm going to try and get a couple of trainees, basically give you their experience on the development training flight. And then as well, I'm going to get with Sergeant Hebner and kind of give her to explain her role into the development training flight and allowing new airmen to be successful for basic training in their technical training area.
My name is Christopher Easton. I'm from Wichita Falls, Texas. I'm joining the Air Force Reserves as security forces, and my time here is at this training hasn't been bad, but it hasn't been good. It's been a lot of memory work. You have to study it. You probably need to, take some time just to study it. Other than that, it's not that bad. The PT ain't bad as long as you jog or run on your free time. It's really not that hard here. Other than that, this place is it's not that bad. It's pretty easy.
My name's Garrett Smith, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Going in to be a crew chief, Air Force Reserves. This is my fourth UTA or fourth drill weekend. It's been really great. I've learned a lot of really important things that's really going to help out with the small details at the basic. I know it for sure. The volunteers here are fantastic. I think they're probably the best you can get anywhere. People here are great too. It's been a really good experience. I really recommend 100% to anyone who's looking for something a bit more.
Hello, my name is Taylor Segara Angus, and I currently live in Denton, Texas, and I will be going into security forces. I would say this is my fourth UTA. Doing these UTA weekends has definitely been a very good experience for me. It's definitely shown me a lot of ambition, discipline, great characteristics to bring with you to BMT. One of the main reasons I went into the Air Force Reserve is to open up more opportunities into the civilian world, where I'm hoping to pursue a career in law enforcement and hopefully go back to school and go towards a criminal justice degree.
Like I've stated before, the Development Training Flight program is meant to help brand new airmen get acclimated to the brand new military lifestyle. While the airmen are participating in the Development Training Flight, that time counts towards their contract. Unlike our active duty counterparts that they're brand new enlistees in the delay entry program, their time officially don't start until they arrive at basic training. Meanwhile, as a reservist, your time of your contract starts the day you sign that contract. As well, you know the career field you're being placed in, the rank you're coming into, as well as the when you should be leaving for your basic military training school. Once again, while participating in the development training flight, all reserve members have access to all their Air Force Reserve benefits except their educational benefits. This is the time when you have the opportunity of enrolling into the TRICARE Reserve. It is not mandatory, but it is an option available to you. You may have a civilian job that has a better healthcare insurance provider. If not, you can elect to enroll into the TRICARE Reserve. You have your common access card or your government ID card that will give you access on and off the installation. So that way you can utilize our gym facilities, our shopping resources on the base. As you're participating in development training flight, you want to treat that process as a probationary period. What I mean by that is, in case of the event, you get in trouble, get charged, arrested, you get injured, you could potentially get discharged, either medically or an administrative discharge from the Air Force Reserve. This is not a DEP discharge, this is a Air Force Reserve discharge, which means it can affect the possibility of you joining another branch depending on the incident or what the situation was. If it was a medical discharge, depending on the branch, you can get medically cleared, either going through the military entry process station again, or they will submit supporting medical documents to their component's Surgeon General. As well, if it is a administrative discharge, depending on the RE code on your discharge order, will determine if the branch has a waiver or if it's waiverable for them. If not, you're kind of, in a sense, out of luck. So that's what I mean, treat the development training flight as a probationary period. During that time, you will get with your recruiter every month, and you will complete what's called a development or a debt checklist, where you're answering questions every month, making sure that you don't go over your maximum allowable weight, so that way you don't lose that status of being shippable to go to basic military training. As well, you haven't sustained any major medical issues that might require a waiver or a medical reevaluation. If you do get a speeding ticket, which it happens, we're all human, make sure that ticket is paid off. You can't have any open law violations or be under a probationary period with some type of law enforcement and still ship out the basic training. Unfortunately, I was unable to link up with Tech Sergeant Hibner, but I'm currently coordinating a time to get with her. When that has been accomplished, I will update that video of our conversation. Once again, if you have any suggestions or you would like to hear a certain topic about the Air Force Reserve, please leave a comment in the comment box. If you are interested in the Air Force Reserve, you can either call the 1-800 number or go to the Air Force Reserve website. Another way would be see if your Air Force Reserve recruiter has their information on Google. That will get you in direct contact to their government cell phone. Once again, please subscribe to the channel, and then hit that notify button so that way you can be notified anytime I upload new videos onto the channel. Once again, everybody, y'all have a safe day.